Good evening on this December 14th evening, and I just wanted to tell you what a crappy day I woke up to. Come Saturday morning, we all have a lot of plans because we're busy all week long. This is our free time, get things done. Mine, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to do. Woke up, made myself a cup of coffee, sat down with my coffee, thinking about how I'm going to organize my day. And I happened to get a glimpse outside, and we had a very unexpected ice storm move through. Now, they were calling for bad weather in some counties further away, but it wasn't supposed to reach my county. And so the whole car, solid ice, sidewalks glistening, at my age, I'm not breaking a hip walking out the front door trying to clean off a car. And then on top of that, it looked pretty thick on that car. So I thought, well, this is a crappy way to get started, Gave it some thought, and I thought, I can't go run my errands. If this is the way my sidewalk and driveway look, and I'm not seeing no cars coming down my street, no cars in motion, well, that right there tells me it's not safe driving out there. So I got frustrated because I had plans. I got plans tomorrow, and I was going to buy supplies today. Well, obviously, that wasn't going to happen. So I had a very negative start on the day. Very negative. It was frustrating. So I sat down in my chair with my coffee, and I'm thinking, if I keep dwelling on this being such an awful day, it's going to continue to be an awful day. I got to flip this around because words have very, very powerful meanings. And when our higher source and, whatever you project out of your mouth, your thoughts, that's what you're going to attract back. If you want to play the victim of, oh, poor me, my day started out like crap. Well, the rest of your day is going to be a poor me too. You're just going to find the victimhood in everything you touch. I don't go down that road anymore. I don't take that path. I don't want my whole day ruined. I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to find positive in this negative. So while I was sitting having my coffee, I'm sitting there thinking, rather than go out in that crappy weather and go shopping, which I really didn't feel like doing anyway, I just had to do it. What would I like to do? Thought about it, thought, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to relax. Not only am I going to have one cup of coffee, I'm going to have a second cup of coffee. which I didn't intend on staying home that long originally. So I sat there and I'm enjoying my coffee and I'm thinking about not having to fight that weather, not having to watch my footing down the sidewalk, not having to put up with traffic. And I thought, you know what? This crap day is starting to sound pretty good. I'm going to get some things done that I want to get done, that would give me enjoyment. So while I was having that second cup of coffee, I started thinking about, what do I want to do? Without obligation, what do I want to do? So as I was thinking about it, I thought, I enjoy rearranging my living room furniture. I enjoy rearranging any furniture. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the vacuum out. I'm going to vacuum the floors, clean behind all the furniture, and I'm going to rearrange it again. And this way, when I sit down to relax, I'm going to have a different view to look at. And I'm going to feel good about myself because I deep cleaned the living room. So I got that all accomplished. That felt good. And then all of a sudden there was a knock at the door. People usually don't knock at my door. So I answer the door and it's the neighbor. And she's a lot younger than me, so we're not chatty, right? So her standing at my door was really quite a surprise. And so I opened up the door and I asked her in. I said, what can I do for you? And she's like, well, did you happen to know that the community Christmas basket giveaway was today? And I said, no, I didn't know that. And she's like, well, I got it. And it had so much in it that I can't possibly use all that. Would you like some of it? And I'm like, well, if you're not going to use it, sure. And so she left. She was going to go pack up what she didn't, what didn't fit her needs. And she came over with this huge box full of canned goods and baking things and stuff that the community Christmas basket was given away, all food to make a Christmas dinner. And our community does this every year. And so I'm looking in the box and I'm like, well, this is a lot. And she's like, yeah, it's all stuff that looks of this box, you saved me from shopping. And she's like, well, I hope so. And with that, she left. What an unusual thing to happen. Never in a million years would I have thought that she would have knocked at my door and offered to share her Christmas community basket, holiday basket with me. What a wonderful gesture. Now, here's the thing. If I would have gone shopping and spent my day out, I would have spent a lot of money on food that was given to me. B, if I wasn't home, she would have never had the opportunity to knock at my door to offer that to me in good heart and gesture. So I'm really glad that I was home. I'm really glad. What a kind gesture from her. And I would have been out spending money if it wasn't for the ice storm. Instead, I was comfortable in my warm home, enjoying my second cup of coffee, rearranged my furniture, and got the benefits of the community Christmas basket. So do you see how that works? You can either play the victim and be sour about not getting your own way, something going wrong. And all you're going to do is bring more victimhood negativity to you like a magnet. One problem turns into another problem, turns into another problem. Instead, if you change your mindset and say, okay, I can't do that, but what can I do? And then make it a pleasurable thing to where you've got positivity flowing now. And when you project positivity, it attracts positivity. Always remember, there is nothing more powerful than our words. So get out of the victim mindset. Plan your day around positive things. And you'd be surprised what positivity will be attracted to you. It's the same way when you go into a grocery store and you see these grumpy people and all that other. I'll walk up to a grumpy person and I'll smile right at them and I'll just say, have a wonderful day. And they'll just kind of look at me and the grumpy look, frown will go away and it'll take them a while, but they'll smile back and say, have a nice day. And here's the thing. When you project positivity, you never know how deep it's going to affect the person that you're projecting it to. I'll give you an example. This just happened this week. A couple of weeks ago, I was dealing with a particular person on a business level who I encounter a lot, right? But that day, a couple of weeks ago, he barely said anything. Mood was off. Just something was on his mind. I am not the person to ask. I left it alone and I just figured, all right, maybe he's got a lot of work going on. Maybe something's not right, and I let it go and I left. When I went to leave, I told him, I says, I hope you have a good week. And he just kind of smiled and said, thank you. And I left. Well, I didn't think more about it. But then the other night, I met up with the same person. And I asked, I says, how's your night going? And he looked at me and he says, oh, it's going okay. He said, it's going better. And I'm like, that's good. I said, you looked really bogged down last week. I hope whatever was going on turned out all right. And he just kind of looked at me and he said, my mother had just passed when you came in. And at that point, I was so glad that I didn't engage in depth about anything. I was so glad that I told him, I hope you have a good evening. And I kept it positive. I mean, clearly I knew something was wrong. But I'm certainly not going to ask. It's none of my business. And then I found out the other night. He had just found out his mother passed. My whole point to this is keep smiling. Keep wishing for somebody to have a good day. Keep that positivity illuminating. Because you know what? Never, ever, ever do you know what's going on in someone's life. Never. A couple of weeks ago when I walked in and I seen him, I would have never even imagined that he had just got news about his mother. We just never know. Somebody could be looking grumpy, somebody could be looking sad. There's a reason. But don't feed into it. Smile, be kind, and wish them a happy day. And walk away. Because you know what? A little tiny bit of positivity goes a long way. So get the victimhood out of your head, because you're not a victim of anything except your own doings. Get the victimhood out of your head. Find the positiveness of that day or whatever you're doing, because believe me, when there's a negative, there is always a positive. Always. But if you're stuck in this heavy negative, you're never even going to notice the positive. So you got to flip it around and find the positive, because there is one hidden there somewhere. You have a wonderful day. I hope this made sense to you. And my ice storm and me being frozen in, guess what happened? The temperature rose. By this afternoon, it was raining real hard and it washed all that ice away. So now I don't have to worry about cleaning off my car. I don't have to worry about salting my sidewalks. I don't have to worry about cleaning the driveway because God did it for me. All I had to do was bring some positivity in my life, think in that positive head, and the light shined down for me. Try it. It works. You're good. You'll get rewards. Stay positive, no matter how rough your day may be. Find the positive. Have a wonderful night. Please like and subscribe. God bless you all.